going, and they gonna be shot. But we got to start with every black man.
Nah, tell them more about the mojo. What does the mojo entail?
The mojo entails us looking up and being appreciative of all our black men and women. We look up and see everywhere. They see you, they at least wave, smile. You know, be more friendly and more acceptable, more receptive to each other. You know, when we come amongst one another, hey, everybody, you don't always have to speak. At least smile, have a decent, or have a decent aura about you when you see another black person, male, female, child, youngin', you know, and let's move in that way. I mean, 5 of us contract 10, 10 contract 15, you see, and on and on. That's what we need, and I'm talking about our mojo really starts going. Dead serious. Everybody has theirs. Asians got theirs. We already know the white folks got theirs. Everybody got theirs. But us as black Americans need to have our own mojo. Start something and get into it for real. And be serious about it. Not just once in a while, every now and then, but all the time. You see? This ain't no 23/6. This is 24/7. Okay? Not 23/6, but 24/7. This is round the clock. Even when you sleep, you're thinking good. Sometimes, wake up, your kids are smiling, you smiling. Even if you're in a poor condition, you're living poor, you're homeless. I'm homeless. But I just came to introduce myself to 2 brothers I don't even know. Shook their hands, called them brothers. You gotta start somewhere, man.
Yo, and as for the females, for all of them that be saying niggas ain't shit, first of all, we need to tell them, why are you going after people that's already in the jam, yo? You need to start fucking with people that get you right. Because the same niggas that you be saying ain't shit are the ones trying to elevate.
Well, everybody needs to look at themselves when it comes to relationships and whatnot.
Right?
That we all need to be.
Because they be exploiting the struggle just as much as everybody else.
Because everybody's not on the same, not everyone's in the same book. So you know they're not on the same page.
We all need to.
You know what I mean? We might know the author of different books, but we're not all in the same book. You know, some of us are in the same book, but in different chapters in the book. You know what I mean? So it's how we connect throughout the story in the book. If you're in the story, you see, because every black person ain't gonna always be in the same book. They're gonna always, you know what I mean?
So my question to you is, how do you encourage young people, especially young black Americans, to be the authors of their own book instead of listening to other people trying to write their book?
That's going to be a challenge within itself, because young children, young brothers and sisters today, they growing up in an era where there's not a lot of leadership for them to listen to and take advice and follow. And not only that, but there are not a whole lot of places where our young children can go and grow learning tools of trade for the society. Not like other places where it's more easier and much of a transition from them to... Let me explain what I'm talking about. I want you to get a full understanding.
We all need to be just a little bit more patient and a little bit more understanding.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And have love for each other as humans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because pretty soon there may not be a lot of us left. You know what I mean? We just well, you know what I mean.
Nah, especially with the pandemic, yo, you literally don't know what could happen with this shit. Like, that's why it's so surreal, like, doing this right now.
Some asteroid heading for us or something. Come on now. We don't have long, people. Just love each other. Love each other. That's simple as that. Shit, but it's basic. Like, it doesn't have to be all or make love. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about being compassionate, empathetic towards each other, and knowing that we are all human. We all go through a lot.
Introduce yourself to the audience.
All right. Well, my name's Kenny.
So Kenny, tell us why you are here on Park Street today, right outside Boston Commons.
Well, I live in Boston. I live sometimes around downtown Boston. It varies, you know. I try to. I'm trying to get housing, you know.
Yeah.
And it's a bit difficult because there's not a lot of housing. They only dedicated 3% of all the new housing to low income.
Damn, that's crazy.
Thanks, Mayor, whoever you are.
Oh shit.
I try not to let it affect me, honestly. Yeah, I know. Even though I vote, I'm trying, you know. So you can't get me there. You can't say, oh, don't vote. Anyway.
So, I remember you telling me earlier before we started recording this that you weren't always trying to look for public housing. You had your own situation going on. How long have you physically lived in Boston?
I physically lived in Boston back since I've been back in Boston since about 2006 or so, in Boston proper. I lived in somewhere else before that, outside of Boston.
Okay.
And then I lived in another state before that, California. But anyway.
Hey, shout out West Coast. Fucking.
Yeah, West Coast, baby.
So.
Don't believe what they tell you, by the way. West Coast is dope. West Coast is dope. People out there, cool as shit. I'm telling you. Mexicans, cool as shit. Mexicans actually are some of the coolest people you'll ever meet in your life. The most honest, the most hardworking people you'll ever meet in your whole life. Remember that.
And that's a true fact, Mr. fucking orange duckling, ugly duckling looking ass fake president. That's right, Mexicans is shit.
I'm telling you.
Start giving them their motherfucking tax money. Anyway, fucking. So, tell us more about like. Alright, since you got back in Boston from 06 to right now, September 17th to 2020 in the pandemic, like.
Yeah, I was doing alright when I came back from Cali. You know what I'm saying? I was a cab driver and whatnot. Doing okay, not doing great. But then after that, I started doing construction and demolition. I'm a demolition expert. You know what I mean? I break things up and take them out. But anyway, past couple of years, I have been working a lot lately because my boss, you know, anyway, business issues or whatever, due to health issues. Anyhow, what happened was I got scammed.
Oh shit.
I was renting a room in a house, and several other people were renting a room in this house. And this gentleman I was renting a room from, he hadn't owned this place for at least 2 years. I think it was almost 3 years or something like that. Anyway, he skated out, I guess because shit finally started hitting the fan or whatever. And then the bank contacted us a little bit later, telling us the new owner wants us out of there. No questions asked. We had to go.
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah. And I was caught unexpected, especially since right at that moment, my boss, like I said, had a health issue. You know what I mean? So this was almost 2 years ago. Ever since then, I've been homeless. I've been in several shelters, in and out of several shelters. I've lived in a tent for several months. This tent, actually, tent life is pretty good. Too bad there aren't more places for this. You know what I mean? If they provided the areas for this for homeless people, that would be great. You know, provide that. Provide electricity, provide running water, provide bathroom. Simple as that.
Yo, show them those signs and how you be trying to grind in the meantime.
Right now, I'm just trying to make money waiting waiting for my money. I'm waiting to get back. I'm actually getting back to work pretty soon. Shout out to East Dedham Demolition.
Oh, for real? I got people right in that area. That's fucking clutch. That's pretty crazy.
East Dedham Demo.
Okay. Alright, show them what to do. Mind breaking this sign down?
As you can see right here, that's the Cash App. And that's the Venmo. Now this is just one of the signs I have. I have many signs. I'm trying to spread a message here. I want people to take more of an active stance to help solve the problem of homelessness in the Boston area. Come on, we can do it. I think it was Salt Lake City, Utah. They've done it, and some other places around the world, and some in the U.S. have done it. Just provide housing, simple as that. Provide mental health counseling, more mental health counseling, and provide housing. Simple as that. We can build these houses for cheap. Build the cheap versions. Who cares, right? Build the cheap versions. Provide security. It's not a big deal. You can do it. It's a lot cheaper than the sweep up and the cleanup that you have to do. And hey, look at it this way, big government. We'll all be in the same place, so you can keep an eye on us. Anyhow.
Any last words before we wrap it up, or? Yes. Anything you want to address to people also going through your situation, or people that aren't in your situation but that be always passing by homeless people every day, especially in the Boston area?
Just understand that we're all going through different things, and we've all walked different paths, and we've all had different things happen to us. Some of us we don't even realize the horror of things that a person has been through, and we don't know this. You know what I'm saying? We're seeing this person out here on the street, dirty, nasty, drug addict, whatever. Hey, give that man a little bit of money. Hey, you know what? One day, you'll take your kids out and go get a bunch of singles, or go get a bunch of ones to go out and give a bunch of homeless people some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, help them out, or bring them some food. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people bring a lot of food. You know what I mean? It's kind of a touchy issue or whatever. But hey, just help them out. Help out the homeless people, and try to get your officials and your state officials, write your state officials, write them to provide how. You know what? These billionaires, yo, step up. Billionaires in Massachusetts, step up. Multi-millionaires, step up. Y'all whack. Real, the way y'all deal with this, y'all whack. Y'all either enjoy this shit, or you just, the way you handle it is just idiotic. Thank you. And as I say, that's the Venmo right there. HAVE, capital AGRA day. Because, as I say, have a great day.